It's Wellness Nerd Out time! What's happening, guys? Happy Wellness Nerd Out time and a very happy Sunday to all of you. I hope you're having a great day today. Me and Jamo sure are. And today we are going to take a break from anatomy because I was reading something before that got me real excited and it was super cool and I want to share it with you guys. We always talk about, when we talk about Parkinson's disease, we always talk about the substantia nigra not producing enough dopamine, right? And so we get these motor and cognitive deficits, and so they're given levodopa and carbidopa and things like that. You can find naturally L-dopa and mucuna along with carbidopa, right, in nature, blah, blah, blah. And we know all that. Now, one thing that's interesting that they've been trying to figure out for a long time, they just recently did, is how to prevent the aggregation of the protein alpha-synuclein. And the aggregation of, or accumulation, or combining of alpha-synuclein protein into a ligamer, we should say. So it's just multiple of the same protein combining, right, to form a chain of them. Is responsible for neurodegeneration and hence deficits in overall cognition and motor function in Parkinson's as well. So it's not just about the dopamine, right? Alpha-synuclein plays a major role here in this neurodegeneration we see in Parkinson's disease. And it's very fascinating because alpha-synuclein itself is not toxic to the brain. It actually is very important for normal function. Alpha-synuclein itself, when we have the one protein, but when it combines a bunch of them together, or at least a few of them, it forms this oligomer that is toxic to brain cells and tissues. And so the big battle that they've been fighting is, well, how do we find something that will this is difficult, because how do we find something that will target alpha-synuclein aggregation but not target alpha-synuclein itself? All right, and not disable alpha-synuclein itself. And again, that's real tough. But recently, they found a protein, PSM alpha-3, that is naturally produced by bacteria that has a high affinity for binding oligomers, an aggregated form of alpha-synuclein, but not, and hence negating its function, but not alpha-synuclein itself, not interfering with alpha-nuclein itself. So that's phenomenal. That's fantastic. It's great news, you guys. It's just the one thing. That's a bacteria. Okay. So the question here is, what are the characteristics of PSM alpha-3 that allow it to do this, right? That they don't go for alpha-synuclein, it doesn't go for alpha-synuclein itself, but prevents it from aggregating. Well, they found a protein, LL37, that is an antimicrobial protein consisting of 37 amino acid chain, naturally produced in humans, in the gut and in the brain. And this protein, LL37, also has the capability of preventing the aggregation of alpha-synuclein to form alpha-synuclein oligomers, but doesn't attack alpha-synuclein itself. So some really neat stuff. Now they're just going to have to, they're going to have to replicate some studies. They're going to have to, fully prove that, there are no other adverse effects with L37 and things like that. But there's a lot of promise here for the future in treating Parkinson's and maybe helping to prevent Parkinson's in the first place. Right? And they're saying, they may look for ways to, for example, aside from, just giving you L37, for ways to get your body to naturally produce more of this protein. If, again, more is necessarily better. This is very fresh stuff, so they're just figuring it out. But some pretty potentially groundbreaking stuff here, and it was just something that got me real excited, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So, that's pretty neat stuff, huh? What do you think? Judith, how you doing? What's up? Thank you for hopping on. And Kelly, what's going on? And Mikey, LS31, Mike, classic man, always on here. Appreciate it, brother. Hey, thank you guys so much. Have a great great rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow, you guys. Happy Wend Wellness. Thank you so much.